Testing. Okay. YouTube microphone is staying on. Okay, got my chat open. Alright. Let's get this YouTube link to the Discord. I'll send the link to YouTube. Then I'll just say that I'm live on Twitch in the Twitch section of the Discord. Twitch tablet is compatible with the Twitch app anymore. Where's the emoji I'm looking for? It's like the side-eyeing one. There it is. Alright. So this idea was brought up in my Discord server, which, yeah, I don't have a way to put the Discord link into either of the chats, but welcome to the stream, Tyler and Tente's. Oh, God. Okay. I gotta put a little bit of force behind it. Oh. Watch streak is currently on a 40 stream streak. That is incredible. And I bet no one else that watches my streams can say that they've been here for 40 streaks in a row. And not streaks, 40 streams in a row. For some reason, my stupidity and my dorkiness have kept bringing you back. Okay, I don't like the sound that it's making. I hope I'm not accidentally cutting the zip ties. Welcome to the stream, Carissa. Oh, God. Right, thank you for posting the... Yeah, I need to update like quite a bit on both Twitch and YouTube, but I can't really do that when I have my current scuffed setup. Alright. And just like the past few streams that I've done, like anything that I draw up here, I will take a picture of it, and then I'll come back during like a different stream, maybe video, to kind of like touch up on the designs on my tablet while I have access to recording on my computer. Alright. So I plan on streaming for about 3 hours, so let's get started. What Pokemon are we turning into a beach ball? Well, first. What is the least beach ball kind of guy? Like, who would look bonkers? We got a Pikachu in the YouTube chat. Yeah, let's start off with Pikachu. Alright, so my plan is to kind of just make it look like a beach ball with a Pikachu design and not add like the actual design elements. Like, I'm not going to be adding ears to the outside. Okay, instead of me trying to explain it when I clearly suck at explaining, so like this is our beach ball. Like, I'm not going to do that because that would kind of just make it look less like a beach ball. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's either my whiteboard that is not wanting to cooperate, or something else. Right, and we know that like it is currently January. Yeah, I should clean my whiteboard after this stream. Okay, but yeah, it is currently January. And I'm excited for the like 2 months of summer we're going to get. Alright, so the beach ball has this little ring around the top. And there should also be one around the bottom, which they kind of connect like this. the Pikachu aspect, I do want to... Okay, first of all, I need a picture of Pikachu so I can kind of stay on topic here. Alright, so I feel like up here should be black to resemble the tips of the ears, while we use brown down here to resemble the like the base of the tail. The beach balls don't necessarily need the lines, but I see the vision. Yeah, you know what? I feel like... Yeah, I feel like these lines are just gonna mess me up. Alright, and I should bring this up. Like, when it comes to like drawing, I only have 7 colors. There's black, purple, brown, green, blue, red, and pink. So some of these, we're either going to have to like swap out a color or just use our imagination. So yeah, I'll... Yeah, use the closest color. You know, at this point, I don't think I'll be able to wait until after the stream to clean my whiteboard. Okay, you know what? I will be right back. hopefully that should be enough. I honestly can't wait until I can go back to doing my usual methods of streaming. I can't say that it's like entirely stressful streaming like this instead of with a computer, because my viewership on YouTube for streaming has absolutely gone up rather than just having like one or two people occasionally pop in. Well, thank you. All right, and then back to like the design for the base of the tail. I wonder, maybe some kind of framing feels more personable. Maybe this kind of frame. It does feel, it kind of makes me feel like a broke Bob Ross. It feels a lot closer to like sitting down together and collaborating. I think it feels less formal. Right. So, and for just chatting, that is really appealing. Yeah, I honestly think doing it like this just feels like stressful and not stressful, like to the point where they kind of balance out, and I just kind of go with the flow. But yeah, so we need the cheek design. Yeah, I get that. I think having the tablet and everything kind of lets you work with more tools. Exactly. Then we gotta go with the eyes. Okay, so it just has like a little nose like that. At least from that picture. So we can Alright, and since I don't have yellow, okay, yeah, that's red. It just looks pink in this lighting. But yeah, since we don't have yellow, I'll be using brown for like the main color. We support pink Pikachu. Pikachu, yes. In fact, I do want to see what the pink looks like. Oh, okay. That explains it. The pink is absolutely more noticeable. Like I don't know different shades of like red and pink and what shades these would actually be. And then again, on the screens, it does look more red, like for the cheeks and pink for the mouth. But that's because you're seeing it from an angle where there's better lighting. Hello, welcome to the stream, B-Wars X-Full. Is there a back view of the ball where there's a zigzag tail? You know what? I will. Yeah. Okay. I'll try a front and a back view. What am I doing? Okay. You can call me Sabrian. Okay. I will try my best to remember that. Uh, yeah, I am drawing Pokemon as beach balls. Wait, I'll kind of put like a back view over here. We don't have to, but some Pokemon have tails because we believe in fun. Yes, we do believe in fun. Because if we did not believe in fun, then Plankton would never get the right idea. Alright, so Pikachu back view. So yeah, like right here is where the tail design starts, and then I feel like having it end here. Yes, this is Live Kenzie. Welcome to the stream. We are drawing Pokemon as beach balls. Hey, welcome back, Terra Beacon. Oh, that is a perfect Pikachu ball. I'm assuming that's what it's supposed to say. Well, thank you. And I'm glad that you were here yesterday. Okay. I should add like the stripes for the back design. But yeah, and since I don't have yellow, like I've mentioned before, I'm using brown as the replacement. Do Dragonair, like, it's wound up into a ball. Ooh, that's an idea. And why do I keep forgetting to bring like a pen or a pencil up here? Alright, if I get if I get like 7 more chats before I get to that idea, please remind me. Hang on, I will pop into your YouTube chat too. Alright. Also, sent to Scorch would be cool. That does sound cool. Oh boy. Okay, one of the worst things about just doing these drawings like on a whiteboard for like several hours in a stream, I pick up on the scent of the marker and it just gives me a headache. Like, I don't pick up on the fumes of electronics and get a headache that way. So, drawing streams on my tablet is much easier for that reason alone. Like, I do fully intend on like coming back to any drawing that I make while on the whiteboard and just touching up on the design. And that's why I take pictures. So I have a reference photo. And I feel like with however many drawings I've done, I feel like that could either take up like 2 streams on its own, or just like a full-length video or two. Because I would absolutely love to do more drawings, like for content. Because it's fun to do, and I get a lot of good suggestions. Okay, I'm gonna have to stand up a bit. Now that I'm looking at it, I feel like this is what uh, Shiny Pikachu should have looked like. More more of a brown than like a darker yellow. Uh, a more toasted version, a lightly toasted Pikachu. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Halo Easy. Welcome to the stream. Or at least maybe this color scheme would have been good for like an Alolan Pikachu. If Game Freak had the guts. I'm kidding, Game Freak. I'm still down for a job if you're offering. All right. And I have no room to walk around in this room. Because I believe this bedroom is a 13 by 13. I mean, maybe a little smaller. Because I believe they count the closet in that. which that kind of comes out a bit this way right here. So I have like a very cramped walkway. Hey, welcome to the chat. Oh, uh-oh, what happened? Alright, we're back in. I wish my username did not look like a virus. Don't worry, as long as you stated who you were, we're good. Ooh. Yeah, I know who you are. I know you wouldn't strike down my stream or anything. Oh, I just saw a notification that Sad Boy Always Said, subscribe to my channel. Well, thank you. I don't know if you're still here or not, but I appreciate the subscription. Alright, is there anything else that we should add to this drawing? Like, I would touch up on some areas, but I don't want to accidentally ruin my only brown marker by mixing it with another color. But then again, that goes for all of my markers. Except black, I have like... Alright. So I guess this means now we can move on to Dragonair. Okay, it looks like it's the black marker that's acting up. Because all the other colors are going. And now we got Pikachu from Pokopia. Okay, time to... Oh, God. Alright. So, there we go. Got a brute force. Alright, Dragonair. So for this, I'm going to read what it says. Okay, it says do Dragonair like it's wound up into a ball. Alright, so I'm assuming like we have the tail. And then okay, this might be a little tricky. Hello, welcome to the stream. Great idea. Now let's see. Has someone done one where Dratini is coiled up? Oh yeah, Dragonair. Wait, hold on. You know what? Get back on the marker. No, Sylveon! I forgot. Mega Dragonite. This is going to be Dragonair kind of coiled up into like a beach ball shape. So let's see if I can. Okay, so for science purposes, there's some sort of metal thing inside of this Dragonair that makes it all bendy. But the problem is, well, I know, like the Scarlet and Violet sleeping position. You know what? I'm gonna have to look up that. So Dragonair, Scarlet, sleep animation. Alright, I'm not finding any pictures from that game, but there that I could try to use as like a reference because there's no spine in like the lower section of this Dragonair. But then again, if I had a spine in my legs, I'd be concerned. Alright. I mean, Rayquaza has more of a spine, but then again, that's just a longer Pokemon. You know what? Rayquaza, you're my new experiment. So, oh, never mind. You don't have a spine going up to your head. Yeah. So yeah, it would kind of look something like this. Kind of like this. All right, get up. There we go. All right. I'm going to start over. How do I have residue from a black marker on like this section of my finger? Okay, let's kind of, yeah. Uh, well, this is looking neato. It is wrapped up like a neato burrito. Yeah, it is. Uh, Honestly, it's not looking very beach ball like. But I like to say that I'm giving it my best. Oh, there's. Hello, welcome back, Terra Beacon. Yeah, there we go. You know what? Let's just say that this is one of those special pool noodles that can turn into like some sort of beach ball. Don't know if one of those exists, but it'd be pretty cool. I really like that guy there. He looks like a perfect topper for a cake. I want to put him in a bowl of spaghetti. I will take that as a compliment. Alright. So yeah, it's this part that's blue, as well as this part. This part. And there we go. Now that is a Dragonair. I mean, you can tell that they're related, right? Alright, perfect. How have I been streaming for almost an hour already? Like, this stream has honestly gone It it feels like it's going faster than the last 3 streams. Welcome, Tamar oh my goodness. Tamar McKay. Yes, I am drawing Pokemon. They're supposed to be more beach ball shaped, but I kind of figured I'd give an attempt at Dragonair. Oh, that's an amazing drawing. I can never. Well, thank you. I feel like when it comes to drawing, Pokemon is like my best area of work. Like I cannot draw people. I cannot draw real life animals. I can't draw cars. I can't draw buildings. But these silly little guys, absolutely. LOL, same, even though I'm bad at both. Honestly, it takes practice, which, yeah, this is coming from someone who just said, I'm a subscribe, by the way. Well, thank you. You know, maybe I should do more, like, vertical streams on YouTube. Because I feel like more people. When did I start? As in like streaming or like just content creation in general? Because streaming, I've been doing it for just about 4 years in March. In general, uh, yeah, February 20th is 8.5 years, so just about 8.5 years. Okay, super recognizable nickname. Alright, I'm glad that you have that all figured out. Ooh, what is everybody's favorite Pokemon? That is always a great way to start conversations. Like, honestly, I should probably. I no longer look like a virus. Little section of my display that says, "What's your favorite Pokemon?" These vertical streams are pretty friendly. Yeah, I'm liking them. Maybe. Well, okay, I shouldn't just plop on another stream just out of the blue, like when I have like other things going on, like ooh, shiny Umbreon and Dragapult. Hold on. Okay, do I have a shiny Umbreon plushie? I feels like, oh my goodness, it feels like I should, but I don't know. Oh, but I know I have a shiny Sylveon. That's kind of close. All right. Yeah. In fact, I'm picking up YouTube really quick. So Oh god. Oh. Well, yeah. As you can see, I got quite a few plushies up here. Alright. In fact, two of them aren't even plushies, they're puppets. Thank you, Emu KK. Every Pokemon fan's dream. Oh, funny story. Like, Emu, your username reminded me of this story from when my little brother was, I would say, like 2 or 3. So, so we were at the zoo with uh, my mom, sister, older brother, and I believe my uncle. And uh, my little brother, who didn't know any better at the time, he was in his stroller and he was kind of up close to the emu enclosure. So he wrapped his fingers around the fence. An emu approached and pecked at his finger, and he was like, "Ow, that dang emu bit me." However, he didn't say dang. So it's it's a funny story that we just keep reminding him about. And the funny thing is, people think he has an Australian accent, and that just adds on to the story so like so much better. Or I don't know, it's just funny. In fact, that's why I have him in my phone as Big Bird. Uh, what's your favorite Pokemon since Tente's asked? I didn't hear if you told them. Big Bird. Okay, so yeah, my favorite Pokemon. Oh, is Charmander. I have these Charmanders as well. Uh, this little Charmander. Oh, ah! This little Charmander. Oh, there's there's this big Charmander. Okay, I've already shown those, and this one. These Charmanders. Let's see, I meant to send you a photo I took today. Let me just post it in the Discord. Yeah, I also love Charmander. And then there's another sleeping Charmander. And a Christmas, well, a winter hat Charmander. I have a Charmander plush too. I have 2 in total, and Pikachu. Ooh. Ooh. Also, I have shiny Giratina. The last 2. Okay, my flamingo's falling. No! Okay, so I have an Alolan Vulpix plush. I love them so much. Uh, I'm dropping everything. It's also this one. I have 10 Charmander plushies. Which, honestly, that's not enough. Alright. Oh, the flamingo fell. Wait, I got this flamingo from my most recent. Well, no, I can't say my most recent trip to the view and to the zoo, because there was another zoo trip I took like right around Halloween, but this was from the trip before. Okay. Oh my goodness, a picture of Charmander! Ooh, this was on sale at a bookshop. That is so cool! How large are your plushies? I really want the life-size Mareep. Aw, what a guy. He is so happy. Like, how could anyone not like Charmander? Alright, back to the beach ball idea. And since we're talking about my favorite Pokemon, let's draw Charmander, because that seems to be a theme for these monthly drawing streams. So we can go like... That's where the eraser is. And then we have the eyes right there. By the way, that blanket looks fairly similar to one of mine, but mine only has Pikachu. Same almost everything. I guess they make variations of it. I'd love one with just Mareep and Lulu. That would be a good blanket. But yeah, it's actually 2 blankets. Like, my mom got me this one, and then the same night, my sister found one at another shop, and then she bought that. So now I have 2 of the exact same blankets that I just used as like a little backdrop. Okay, so this beach ball is gonna have yes, feel is definitely a great choice. Alright, since Charmander does not have I bought his Feel plush in Japan at the Pokemon Center in Tokyo. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna color it red. And since it needs that little beach ball vibe, I wish they had more accessible products for Zorua. I really love them. They're my favorite. Oh, speaking of Zorua, there you are. If you don't mind me asking, how long have you been drawing Pokemon? You deserve more steps. Well, thank you. I do a monthly series where like I just do a drawing stream. Also, who here plays Pokérogue? I have played it on stream like oh god, I think a year ago. Yeah, Shiny Hisuian Zorua is adorable. Well, yeah, I've actually been drawing Pokemon for, I would say, a couple years now. But on stream, it's only been, wow, like 5 months ago to the day. Because my first drawing stream was on my birthday in September. And also on Twitch, I have channel points activated. Well, not at the moment, but usually I have my channel points activated so we can like have rewards pop up. Like for however long you watch the channel, you can get points to redeem on like if you want me to shiny hunt, or if you want to name a shiny, or if you want me to draw. I just found your channel while scrolling. Very happy I did. And I'm very happy that you decided to stick around and watch. Like, I fully intend on like doing more things involving drawing, like on both Twitch and YouTube. I just need to get my new computer. Which my brother said that my new computer should run like 149% faster than my current one. Which I don't know how accurate that is. But honestly, I pretty much believe it at this point. Hey, welcome to the stream, Kenneth. We are drawing Pokemon as beach balls. And we are working on the goat. By the way, my parents have a channel. It's not anything like Pokemon or gaming, just IRL stuff. That is definitely something that I would like to check out. Like, my sister has a channel, and my brother, well, my younger brother has a channel. The goatest of the goats. Facts. Like, yeah, Rayquaza's cool. Well, Rayquaza is cool. But how can someone not love this? Well, Charmander, at least. Alright, and since I don't have yellow, I'll have to use brown for, like, the stomach section. Or at least to resemble the chest and the stomach. Oh, excuse me. What's your biggest... What in Pokemon? Oh. Alright, So I will answer Emu's question right now. Do you collect Pokemon cards? I do, and I get really happy because I got a really cute card of Charmander. I do collect Pokemon cards. I have uh, I have, I believe, over 10,000 cards. Okay, now I'm understanding the question. What's your biggest wait what in Pokemon? Uh, and it's probably one of the Pokedex entries for like some ghost types. Wait, no, not ghost types. I would say Hypno because of like how creepy they make it. Like, yeah, it does look creepy, but the Pokedex entries just make it worse, where it lures away children. Like, bro, you need to be put on a list or something. But your mask used to be human. Yeah, I get that. That is just mind blowing sometimes to hear. Didn't uh I believe it was Kadabra that also used to be human. In fact, Phantom is a Pokemon that used to be a child that got lost in the woods and passed away. Yeah, let me look up some Phantom Pokedex entries. Yeah, this Pokemon came to be when the spirit of a deceased child possessed a tree stump. It now wanders the forest searching. Oh, hold on. Uh, Crap, where was it? I lost my Pokedex entry. Out of topic, but the drawing is looking fire. Well, thank you. Oh yeah, it now wanders the forest searching for friends. I am enjoying these beach balls. Please can we have them as official merch? And it's on a whiteboard. Honestly, I think that it's turning out pretty well for being on a whiteboard. Well, thank you. So yeah, we can. Alright, so then we need that and that. Uh, Wait, what will the next Pokemon theme be? Uh, okay, so that will be for February 27th. You know what? February 27th stream should be uh, something related to Pokemon Day. Like, we're most likely getting Generation 10 announced. So, I'll probably, like, draw the starters or draw Pokemon that I would like to see introduced in that generation. Well, not just Pokemon that I'd like to see, but just Pokemon that you guys would also like to see. In fact, while we're on the topic of Gen 10, what are some Pokemon designs that you hope are in the game? Like, are there any animals that you feel like should be Pokemon, or any plants, any objects? Give me more evolutions and regional variants. I am down for both of those. Like, for sure, we need them to attempt a regional variant for Charmander. Just provide me with an endless supply of Spheal. Yeah, I wish they would have added Spheal to Legend ZA. Because I don't think. Oh, okay. Tentes, could you pop into the Twitch chat for just a brief moment? I don't know how to ban anyone on my phone. I want a regional for Dracloak. That would be sick. Thank you, Tentes. And who knows, maybe we can finally get that Go-Goat Mega Evolution that we've been wanting. Also, why are two people not talking? Honestly, I don't have an issue with that. Like, if people just want to lurk, they can feel free to lurk. But if they do feel like talking, I will gladly love to hear from them. I like regionals of Gen 7 starters. I think it would be so cool. Yeah, I would love to see. Okay, so when it comes to regional variants for the Gen 7 starters, we already got one for Decidueye. So we would need one for Primarina and uh, Incineroar. I normally only lurk in streams, but I feel talkative today. Well, I'm glad that something about this stream really makes you feel talkative. But yeah, I think if they were to do a regional variant for Incineroar, they would have to probably make it Fire Fairy or Fire Fighting. Because when it comes to the wrestler dynamic that it has, it's supposed to be a heel, which is a bad guy in wrestling. Kind of like your. Okay, who are some wrestlers that some people would probably know? Like Randy Orton, like in 2009, where he would just kick people in the skull because he felt like it and he heard voices. Hello, Tyler. All right. I like how this looks. No, not my settings. Wait, the stream just spoke. Where did the drawing come from? the magic markers. It's a Charmander seen from above. That's a good one, Glorious. I don't know why, but it's giving like Charmander and Kirby vibes. Alright, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one who gets Kirby vibes from this. Kirby is really beach ball shaped already. True. You know, I wish I had a Kirby plushie. We'll do Raichu next. Alright. And have I played Kirby? Yes, I have. let's see, there was the one Kirby racing game for the Wii that I had. Well, I think it was the Wii. And then, yeah, what was the one for the Game Boy? I have a Pikachu plushie. I have a Christmas Pikachu Squishmallow right here. I have another Pikachu Squishmallow over here. A giant Pikachu plushie from the fair. Oh. There we go. There we go. Kirby. He's the star of the show. He's more than you think. He's got maximum pink. Are you a day one fan of Pokemon? Oh god, I've been a fan of Pokemon since I was like, I would say 4? So like 20 years? I can't be a day one fan because I was not born in the 90s. I'm a 2001 kid. I had one too. Probably sure it was fake, but I really liked them. And so did my dogs that tore them open. That's the opening lyrics of Kirby right back at you. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, hold on. When did the Diamond and Pearl anime come around? Which one are you gonna beach balling next? It was Raichu that was suggested. Let's see. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl anime. Look, I just want to know the US release date of the first episode. How do I suggest? Yep, you can just mention it in the chat. Okay, never mind. Looks like the first episode that I saw was in 2007. So I was close. So yeah, more like just about 19 years. I don't know. Time's an illusion. Okay, wait, what about Jigglypuff? Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, we throw out ideas there and see what sticks. We had a drawing stream of making a Pokemon the other day. We had a pigeon with a squirrel tail and face before. Yeah, Jigglypuff will definitely be coming up on the list. Alright, let's see, Raichu. I just remember the Poke Quiz from the Poke Quiz in the anime. Oh yeah, the Poke Quiz. Like during the Hoenn section of the anime, they had tons of mistakes during those quizzes. Like, for one, which of these Pokemon evolves into Seviper? And it showed like Suicune, Arbok, and some other Pokemon. But nothing evolves into Seviper. And the neighbor kids are fighting with each other. Okay, so we got the eyes. The nose. Okay, Rowlet would look very nice as a beach ball. I would have them in my home. Oh, I play beach volleyball for fun. That reminded me. Hey, I would love to play beach volleyball more often. But then again, I don't really live near a beach. Plus, it's last time I checked, it was like -2. Oh, yep, it is -2. Feels like -13. But let's see that in Celsius. Apparently, that's like -19 degrees Celsius. Feels like -25 degrees Celsius. But I definitely need to remind myself to always try to translate the degrees from like Fahrenheit to Celsius. Because the majority of my viewers are not from the US. Bro, this is the only stream I genuinely enjoyed, by the way. Well, thank you. I live in a really hot country. I wouldn't be able to stand -19 Celsius. Yeah, honestly, I don't know how I'm putting up with this atrocious weather. It doesn't usually get this cold this time of year. Like last winter, I think we only had like one day where it hit the negatives. I could be wrong about that. Maybe two. I'm an Aussie living in Germany. It is currently like -5 degrees Celsius outside. I am suffering. In Mexico, I'm from US, so yeah, this weather is absolutely absurd. Like, I live in Minnesota, which is technically just southern Canada at this point. So like, there are some people on the internet that are currently saying that, well, not currently, but they were saying that it was 36 degrees where they were, and that was cold. Then, like, you just go to the comments, and a bunch of people in, like, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan are like, it's like -30 here. Which, true story, it did get to like -30 degrees Fahrenheit here. Which, uh, let me do the calculations. -30 degrees Fahrenheit. No, not to celebrate. Celsius. Celsius. Okay, yeah, that'd be like 34.4 repeating degrees Celsius. Oh yeah, since I don't have yellow or orange for this design, I have to go all brown. The coldest temperature last winter in my city was literally 21 degrees Celsius, approximately 69 degrees Fahrenheit. And that is great weather. At least great for great weather for me. If you don't mind me asking, what is your second to third favorite Pokemon? Ooh, I am glad that you asked. So my second favorite Pokemon is Hawlucha because it's a fighting and flying type luchador. And if you couldn't tell, I'm a bit of a wrestling fan. Like that's why some of my plushies are wearing titles. I have this custom title right here, signed by now NXT wrestler Joe Hendry, uh, TNA wrestler Brandon Collins or BDE, and Wrestling Revolver wrestler Brent Oakley. And then my third favorite, that really depends on like my mood or just anything like sometimes it's like Quaxley, sometimes it's Clodsire, sometimes it's Eevee, Piplup. Like honestly, number 1 and 2 are pretty much set in stone, but everything else from like 3 through maybe 20 just kind of like flip flop. Oh, I have a plush of Piplup. It's very cute. I also have a Piplup plushie. Hold on. Eh. And where is it located? There it is. Here we go. There. Don't worry, I'm not going to stick it in my mini fridge like Purple Cliff does. Lucario. Lucario was absolutely a great choice for a favorite. Oh, excuse me. I'm so jealous of your Pokemon collection. Honestly, that is a pro and a con of being an adult with adult money. Oh, and when it comes to Lucario, I would love to know your opinion on a Mega Lucario Z. All right. What are the fave gens of everyone here? Oh, that is a tough one. Because when it comes to generation, you can't really just focus on like one particular set of games. Oh. Like for Gen 6, you have to include both X and Y and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which those are both good games. Yeah, Gen 3 is Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green. Uh, I feel like it would either have to be Gen 3 because I played those games the most out of like any game. Or Gen 9 because of all of the advancements that have been made in the franchise, but also because uh like when it comes to the games for Generation 9, you have Scarlet and Violet, which I think those are some of my favorite Pokemon games. Like with how they look, the scenery, the Pokedex, plus Legend ZA, which I have over 215 hours because it's such a fun game. I don't know, but probably Gen 7 because I love the anime so much, and I woke up very early just to watch it. Hellos was just amazing to me. The anime, that's completely valid. Like when it comes to people talking about their favorite generations, like I'm not going to start any arguments because, well, for one, I respect opinions, even if your opinion is like a controversial one. Paldea's anime was a difference, but still really good. You know what? That's completely fair. Like, I get why some people don't want to watch that one, mainly because they grew up on Ash Ketchum. But I feel like people should absolutely give things a chance before they decide that they don't like it. Uh, Oh, excuse me. I quite like switching pro tags. I think everyone's just allowed to like what they like. Everyone has a reason and a story behind it. True. Since Veronica Taylor left the dub, I was like, nah. You know, that's actually fair. Like, one thing about the anime, like, I kind of like bounce all over the place, mainly because there's just so many, uh, there's just so many different things to like about each series of the anime. Like I'm a sucker for the early anime, mainly because Charmander was in it. But I don't really stick around to when it evolves into Charmeleon and then the very disrespectful Charizard. Yeah, it's sad when Meowth, Missy's, and Jesse's voice actor passed away. But yeah, there's just so many things about the anime. Like, I feel like Kalos had the perfect kind of like artistic vision, like that section of the anime. Like, some of those battles felt like so much better than any of the battles in the original series or anything between that and the X, Y, and Z anime. Like, they felt, I don't know, kind of professional. Like, if that's how I want to be able to phrase it. Like, I know it's an anime, but it felt kind of like a real battle, like with how the the camera, it kind of looked like a camera was just zooming in at some point, rotating mid battle. Like, it just felt so good. Then for like some of the other seasons or things, like the characters always stand out to me. I mean, not saying that the characters in the X and Y anime don't stand out to me, but for me, it's mostly the battles in that anime. Plus, he had Halucha. Very true stuff right there. When I have a point, I try to make it quick, but I tend to lose my train of thought, or my brain just speeds up while my mouth can't catch up. Alright, I thought the thought to action in X and Y was peak. Not gonna lie, like this psychic leader. Oh yeah, Olympia, I believe her name is. This is supposed to be Raichu as a beach ball, but I don't have the correct color, so we gotta make do with brown. Can you guys tell me a Pokemon that you think is underrated that should receive more attention from the fans in the company? Oh, oh yeah, absolutely, Snom. We got the Snom right here. Okay, what are some other ones that I feel like don't get enough appreciation? Like, I feel like Snom was on top of the world for the longest point because of the memes. But I think that I'm gonna say it, Volcanion. Like I know it's a mythical. Oh, I have fallen from my rightful place at number one. But yeah, I honestly think Volcanion deserves more respect from the Pokemon Company and Game Freak. Like it is the only water and fire type to ever exist. But it has had like zero opportunities to be in the spotlight. Like even when it had its own like side mission in ZA, it was just stuck in a black space with like light blue borders to indicate where the battlefield is. Do you play any player versus player Pokemon games? Uh, I only really do PvP when it comes to uh, either Pokken Tournament or uh, the ZA Battle Club in Pokemon Legends ZA. Mainly just to get the Mega Stones. Which I believe Season 6 just started. And I haven't done that because I don't have access to proper streaming equipment. Alright, and I feel like after Jigglypuff, we should do one more this stream. So yeah, Uh, figure out who should be the last one turned into a beach ball. Oh yeah, I don't know why I forgot about Pokemon Showdown. I just did a video with my brother like a few months ago. In fact, let me double check that before I misremember things. Uh, and when was it? Oh, it was 4 months ago. Yeah, September 13th of 2025. Might be random, but I think Wishy-Washy deserves more appreciation. Honestly, I agree with that. Well, I have plans to stream tomorrow evening. I will be making an origami TIE fighter. I will definitely try to pop into that stream. But yeah, definitely I think Wishy-Washy deserves more appreciation. I'll throw going live in your Discord. Perfect. Also, Sunflora. Like, I use Sunflora in my Pokemon X randomizer Nuzlocke, and it was actually really good. Until it got taken out. Wishy-Washy has such a cool design. Sorry if I'm asking a lot. Don't apologize for asking questions. I am absolutely down to answer as many questions as I can. But if you had to delete one gen anime, Pokemon, and game, which would you? Ooh, I know Whismur is the Pokemon I would delete. It ruined one of my Nuzlocks in the past, and I hate it. Still, just about 4 years later. Also, if you make me here in YouTube, if you make me a mod here in YouTube, when I can mod the stream for you. All right. Let's see. Anime. Also, you don't need to, but with more traffic here, it seems it could be a good safety precaution for the future. True. Okay. Okay. Honestly, I don't know what anime I would be willing to get rid of, like, for Pokemon, because they're all special in their own way. Then, for game, if we're saying like any Pokemon game that is officially licensed by Pokemon and Nintendo and Game Freak and all of them, I would say honestly Pokemon Shuffle. Like, it was fun for a while, but then it just got boring. the power energy, well, yeah, the energy you needed just didn't last long enough. I need to leave, but before I leave, I need to say Mimikyu needs regionals. I agree, and thank you for being here, Emu. Alright, let's move on to Jigglypuff before I lose my train of thought and derail this stream. I was thinking that we needed like a bye Emu, thank you for joining. Yeah, bye. But excuse me, I personally think that hey Alexis, okay, how about this? Eevee will be the last one I turn into a beach ball, so after Jigglypuff, it'll be Eevee. So this one, I'm going to have to... do you play Scarlet or Violet? I play both, but it's just been a while. Do you want to join my group? Uh, what group do you mean? Wait, okay, hold on. The proportions of the face are not working at the moment. So, what an ominous proposal. If I didn't know any better, this kind of sounds like a cult. Okay, I don't know why Rip was going bonkers in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet with online in the Union Circle. Isn't that like some sort of like thing where you need to be on like at the moment? So then we need bigger eyes. That puff is definitely looking jiggly. And this is definitely one where I can actually keep the color. Okay, so we got... I was about to say, like, this would have to be a purple one, but then I remember I have pink. It sounds like my sister and her boyfriend are downstairs. And that's why Ripley was going bananas. I just finished loading a bunch of manga on my e-reader. Ooh, which ones? Well, why was there a destiny at the start? I can't join the Union Circle at this moment. Wait, no, I don't want that color. I want this color. Typo Dratini. Okay. Uh, that Dragonair that I drew earlier, that was originally an idea for, like, well, I drew that because that was a request, but I thought I could find a way to turn that into a beach ball. Hey, Chai Beach, welcome to the stream. Sorry I didn't get your message right away. The traffic over on YouTube is a lot more active than usual. I got Fryren, Beyond Journey's End, Dungeon Meshi, Delicious in Dungeon, and also Bleach. I also got Spy X Family. Ooh! Maybe I should look to see if Jigglypuff has any designs on its back. Oh, I've officially forgot about the little indicator on the bottom for some of these, but oh well. I also got the Apothecary Diaries, and now I'm trying to find Soul Eater. Ooh, what's your favorite shiny? Ooh. That is a tough one. I would say, like, either a shiny Tyrantrum or shiny Hawlucha. Or shiny Grimer, but that one, it was my very first shiny. Oh yeah, Metagross is also a good one. Oh yeah, yeah, well, Hawlucha in general just has a really sick shiny. Shiny Tyrantrum, the blue looks incredible. Shiny Grimer was my first shiny, and Metagross just has that great color scheme. Ooh, Shiny Zeraora, that's a good one as well. Great shiny for a great mon. It really is. I mean, Mega Rayquaza is also a good one. Shiny Umbreon. Shiny Sylveon. That's another good one. Look, even though Shiny Charmander is my favorite, Charmander is my favorite Pokemon, I do feel like that its shiny should be better. Not could be better, should be better. Like, if they made Charmander just like Charizard when it's shiny, it would be a 10 out of 10 shiny. And that would be my favorite shiny. I want a shiny Umbreon as a nightlight. In my opinion, I like Leafeon a lot more than Umbreon. And that's the beauty of opinions. We can have different ones, and as long as people are respectful and respect our opinions, then we can have a good society. Now, if someone came into weird but respectable, LOL, I find the visual design of Leafeon absolutely fantastic. It's such a great design. I just wish that it was better, like moveset wise and stats and stuff. I only say that because they're close to same color. Not trying to be rude, by the way. Yeah, understandable. Okay, so then Jigglypuff, I can just do this. Oh yeah, if someone came into this stream and said that Whismur was their favorite Pokemon, I would respect their opinion, even though Whismur is my least favorite Pokemon. Except if my brother came in here and he tried to tell me that Charmeleon is better than Charmander, then I will just make fun of him. What's your favorite box art legendary? Ooh, I love these deep questions. I... Okay, so box art legendaries. I've always been a Reshiram guy. Ooh, Suicune, that is a great choice. Okay, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I would actually say Giratina. Box art means like they're the ones on the box. Like Pokemon Gold and Heart Gold have Ho-Oh, then Silver and Soul Silver have Lugia. I don't know why, but my brain wanted me to say Luigi. Oh, hold on. Speaking. Oh. Yeah, I already showed off my shiny Giratina. Oh. Oh god, where? Oh, where? I have a shiny Ho-Oh somewhere. Oh. Let's see, maybe Lucario, or I don't know if Zygarde is on a box. Honestly, well, let me see if I can find the box for ZA. Oh god. That's Scarlet. There's Violet. Security breach. Ah. Okay, I think I still have the box for it downstairs. Oh, an Elite Trainer box. Wait, I was looking for the box for Legend ZA, which I believe I have that downstairs. In fact, hold on, I can just look it up. I mean, the TCG is a game. Let's see, Pokemon Legends ZA. Because if I'm not mistaken, on the box art, yeah, they Mike Wazowski'd Zygarde. Well, at least they have uh, like one of the cells for Zygarde off to the side on the full artwork, but on the box, it's not even there. So yeah, they Mike Wazowski'd Zygarde. So Zygarde doesn't even have its own box. Alright, Jigglypuff has been completed. It is now Beach Ball. And then last but not least, we have Eevee coming up. Oh, that felt good. Alright. So we put our beach ball shape on there twice. Which honestly, I think that was a great idea. Like to have the front and the back. So yeah, for this, I'm changing up the beach ball like bottom thing so I can make it more like Eevee's neck mane. Well, I mean, yeah, horses have manes going back, so it's kind of like a lion mane that doesn't go up, if that makes sense. Well, it's almost 5 a.m. for me. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm planning on ending up the stream soon, which means I can justify snacking on something as breakfast. What did you have in mind on a snack? I have crunchy peanut butter and I have jam. Well, do you have bread? I think PB&J needs to be smooth. You could realistically make PB&Js with crunchy peanut butter. By the way, thanks for talking to the community. It's nice. I appreciate that you say that because honestly, I try my best to keep up with as many comments as I possibly can. Like it doesn't really help that like sometimes I just get really focused on one thing that I miss like quite a few chats. But I always try to make sure that I'm in the moment and I take the time to glance at chat, the other chat, and the cameras. And sometimes I just get too focused on one thing where I forget to talk. So I'm definitely trying my best to I'm definitely trying my best to keep up with making sure I'm keeping my audience entertained while also having a conversation. Excuse me. But when I eventually can go back to like my proper setup, I hope you guys decide to stick around and check out some of my other content. Like, I'm not completely. Oh, hold on. Oh god, I think Twitch is having an issue. Wait, I'm not completely a drawing streamer. Like, I mostly play games. It might be the framing slash film POV that encourages people to click in for these drawing streams, but also there have been more of them all in a row. True. Like, I would like to try to incorporate these streams like into my normal schedule. Like at first, like when it comes to these streams, I was like completely thrown off because I'm so used to sitting at my desk playing games and just living in the year 2025 or 2026. And now that my computer is not. Ah, no! The kickstand is not kickstanding. I, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, like I was totally not prepared for these kinds of streams again. Like this was how I pretty much had to film things back in 2017 when I first started YouTube. Well, except I either held my phone at like a distance so it could still pick up my audio, or I had to sit on a chair like I'm sitting on right now, put my knees up on something, and hold my phone with my knees so I could play a game. But now I have a tripod to hold up one phone, I have a cup to set my other phone in. So it's definitely something that took me a stream to get back into like my comfort zone. But yeah, with this kind of stream, I do feel like it's something I should try to incorporate like once a week, just so I can kind of stay in the swing of like reacting fast to when I'm having technology issues. What's your opinions on the current owners of Nintendo? Let's see. Current owners of Nintendo. As in, how do you feel about their monopoly? Okay, Nintendo of America. And the last thing I remember about uh like people in charge at Nintendo, like Nintendo of America had Doug Bowser, which honestly that was the perfect name for someone to work at Nintendo. It's like they were born for that. But I don't really keep up with like who's in control anywhere. I mean, except some politics stuff, but I never talk about my political beliefs, especially on the internet. Okay, that's the design on Eevee's tail. Alright, my sister and her boyfriend. I'm busy. Can you give me like 5 minutes, please? Oh, my mom is showing off her Joe Hendry figure. YouTube, please don't strike me down. Well, I mean, I don't think it'd be YouTube directly striking me down. It would either be like WWE, TNA, Joe Hendry, anyone who owns the copyright to that song. Oh. Alright, and the Eevee Beach Ball is done. It is a cutie? I agree. Alright, and it is just about 10 p.m. for me. So I feel like I should be just about done. I'm glad you asked. I stream Tuesdays and Fridays at 7 p.m. Central and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Central. I should also have it in my YouTube posts where it shows like both my streaming schedule and my uploading schedule. But thank you all so much for joining the stream. I know I say this every time, but it doesn't matter if there's one person or 20 people here. I love interacting with all you guys, and this is the perfect way to do it. So I just mentioned my streaming schedule, but I do upload videos on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 5 p.m. Central. And if you would like to join my Discord server, I should hopefully have the link in my YouTube descriptions or my YouTube bio as soon as possible. Hopefully, like within the next hour if I can get it to cooperate. And I'm not sure if my next stream is going to be another stream like this. Oh, thank you. Okay, that's the Discord link. So if you would like to join that, please do. That's where you can stay up to date with any like changes to my schedule. You can share recipes, animal pics. Goodbye. Have a great night. Oh yeah, you can do so many things in that Discord server. And I think that's everything. But thank you all so much for joining the stream. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. And I will catch you in the next one.